It's the Harvard. That noise you hear, the Harvard barking pool, is the very tip-top of the propeller going supersonic. So it puts out that very distinctive noise. And then when it's flying away, it sounds of that beautiful Pratt & Whitney radial engine. It sounds glorious. Film buffs out there, you might recognise the Harvard because in nearly every film in like the 60s and the 70s, because they couldn't get hold of a Japanese Zero or a Michelin 109, they just get a Harvard, put some markings on it and call it a Zero or a 109. So my wife hates it when I point out, I go, that's a Harvard, that's not a Zero, and that's why it goes. Captain Greg Corley, training captain, and they are a thirsty little beasties. They weren't built with the word economy in mind. 40 to 50 gallons an hour is throwing out, so very expensive to run. This aircraft is a genuine 1942 aircraft. It's not been messed with in any way. It's very, very original on the inside as well. And as you can see, a very heavy aircraft, and ponderous, I suppose is the word you'd use, but that was exactly what we wanted in the training aircraft. We didn't want things happening fast for a newbie pilot, because they would struggle with that. It was about the principles of flight, pitch, roll, and then we just saw a roll there. It's very capable of rolling, although again, don't roll for too long. It's got no fuel injection system, so you're only allowed to be upside down for as long as the fuel is in the carburetor. Lovely barrel roll on the outside, and I'm sure a lot of people from Blackpool are familiar with this aircraft because it's actually based up here at High G Jet, Hangar 4 in Blackpool. Lots to see and do out of Blackpool Airport as well if you're into your aircraft. I know there's some flight experiences out there as well, so have a look at their website of visitblackpool.com. and that's got all the information that you'll need on there. Now, the gentleman at the controls, John Hurley, he started actually flying at the Royal Air Force in Walton. With cocktails, captain's tours, then he was posted to Germany, where he was flying with Buccaneers. Harvard, and that's where you straight off. Make sure you've got enough speed going into those maneuvers, because as you can see, it's almost like it's hanging there at the top of it. You think, wow, is that going to slip out of that? But no, it just keeps it going. John, of course, very, very accomplished on this aircraft. After he flew Buccaneers in Germany, he converted then to Tornadoes, and he was in Germany until '94. And after being told that he was being promoted, was going to be flying a death, he went, okay, and my time with the Royal Air Force was up, so he then moved on and decided it was time to leave. He did a tour in Oriat Valley as a squadron commander on the Hawk before that though. Tour with the Hawk Valley. He then joined BA Systems and continued flying the Hawk. In 1960, he joined BA Systems as an instructor, teaching fast jet pilots to instruct on the Hawk. Did that for 15 years, and then started his own company, which is, as I said, Blackpool IG Jets. They operate the Strike Craftsman, the Destroyer, we will see later. Also, they've got the Albatross jets in there. Very nice flying by John. As I said, not a lot of power to spare in this aircraft. So when you enter into those pitch-up maneuvers, very important. You know your airspeed. You have to be traveling at certain speed. You know that when you get to the top of that loop, or half cubic, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be able to enter out in what we call slip out and stall at the top. That's why you always see it pitching the aircraft down a little bit before he starts pulling it up, fills up his airspeed. Very nice roll at the top, flattening himself out, keeping that height, when he translates his speed, comes back down. As I said, the Harvard was fantastic, very strong, sturdy platform for flight training. Many pilots from Canada on them. John gives us a little wing wave there, as he heads up back to Hangar 4 at Blackpool Airport, where I'm sure some days they'll have open days, you can go and see them. So a big thank you to John Hurley and the Harvard.